across it accidentally on YouTube, and it's sort of a combination of 7 Days to Die, which is, in case you don't know, is probably my most favourite survival game, the zombie apocalypse game, and the other one would be Scum, which I quite like, and this is like a sort of the graphics of Scum and the sort of mechanic and UI looking like Scum. Well, it's a cross between the gameplays, which I like. For what I played, a little bit of it seemed quite good. They have released Chapter 4 recently. I do have plans to stream that, because The Long Dark I got pretty much when it came out. But back then there wasn't a storyline. It was just you played some of the bits of the map, and it was a lot harder and more dangerous and more challenging than when they eventually released it. They turned a lot of it down to make it a little bit easier, which is, you know, Long Dark's not that easy. So just to give you a bit of an inkling of what it was like before, when it first came out and before they released it. It was very brutal. So it eventually came out. It was one of those games I had to rebuy, and because we lost Steam account, and when it came out, because it was Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, or was it just Chapter 1? I forget. I think it was just Chapter 1. And I played Chapter 1, then they brought out Chapter 2, and then they sort of ended up changing the graphics and added in the story and changing a bit of the story, which it did. They changed the beginning of it, because they ended up with a new writer or something, and yeah. And I sort of played Chapter 1 again, and haven't really played Chapter 2. And of course, when Fifth played, he actually played up till Chapter 2. Chapter 3, Act 3 hadn't come out yet when he played it. So Act 3 came out, and I think I still haven't played it. And Act 4 just came out a couple of months ago, and I still haven't played it. So I'd like to. I like that game. Fair enough. I've got Planet Coaster. I played that for a bit. Planet Coaster? Yeah. I think it's Planet Coaster, isn't it? Because there's the zoo one as well, done by the same guys. No, I don't think he did. I don't think Act 3 was out at that time. Might have been, but I was pretty sure it wasn't. I think he only went to Act 2 from my memory. Yeah, I've got all sorts of different games, Cozzy. I actually posted, there was a, on Fifth Chord, there was a bit of a thing, people posting how many hours and all that kind of stuff that they played games. And, someone had quite a few hours.
Get ready to turn left.
Well, some of them had like a lot of hours on one game. And then I posted my one for a laugh, where I had like 2,500 hours on Farming Simulator 19, and the same on 17, but 17 was one of those ones that I played a lot more when I lost my thing. And then I've got like 1,000 hours on the zombie apocalypse game, and then 1,000 hours on a building game, Factorio, and hundreds of hours on different types of other games like City Skyline and Couple others. Those varied. I got a lot of oh my gods comments about it. It just, all it does is, like I proved, said to them, that's all it proves is I need to get out more. And that doesn't include all the other games that I've got that aren't on Steam, like Call of Duty Black Ops. There's a lot of hours on that, that's for sure. And NBA, sorry, 2K. Or 21K. Actually, I have a lot of hours in the old Call of Duties, Modern Warfare's stuff for the multiplayer. Just trying to think what else. It's not on there. The Division 2 would be a lot of hours on that. Hundreds of hours into that as well. And say this one would have been really up there too, but it was also one of those games, because of losing my Steam thing, I had to rebuy. And I'll tell you what, I played it a lot of times, long hours when it first came out for a few years, this game. 8 years, not so much.
Get ready to turn right.
Of course, streaming them, that'll lift up the hours as well.
Turn right.
Nice little village, isn't it? Very green and brick-like. Right, where are you, train? This is like a scene out of Band of Brothers when they're taking quarantine, isn't it? Probably not, just me. Associating, because there was definitely no train in it. I'm just thinking more like the landscape here and then instantly into a village. No gradual amount of build-up of houses and buildings and stuff before you get to the sprawling part of the town. Jeez, I got that thing again with me needing to clear my throat this time of the day. Alright, we've got 1 hour and 5 minutes. Well, we've got about an hour left in the stream. And we've got the city off in the distance. I've got me speeding so I can get a ticket. Why not? Let me slow down a bit to 50. Oh, now it goes up to 80. Why does it say 50? It confuses me. It said 50 on the board and then it goes to 80. Wait for it.
Keep left and then turn left.
Still 80. Someone forgot to put the signs up. Alright. It's a nice area around here, I have to say. I don't have to, I choose to. I have done. Absolutely gorgeous.
Go straight on.
What are they there for? To catch anyone that goes through a red light? They must be pretty quick runners then. Speaking of which, I couldn't see the light. Head towards the light. When it turns green, you can head through it. Oh, is that a cemetery? Morbid, isn't it? Oh, a cemetery. Gets excited about seeing a cemetery full of dead people.
Keep
Very
left,
Hannibal
and
Lecter.
then turn left.
Please stay green.
Turn left.
$30 away. Oh, it's on both sides. Wow. This is really well done. Really nice here. Thank you for the bits, Mark. Look at it.
Go straight on.
Red lighters. No, used to be able to do it. That was shocking. Where's Yoda Eva? Oh, look, a football pitch. Football field.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
A billboard, 2 billboards with food on it.
Exit now.
A McCombo.
Go straight on.
A $5 McCombo. You get a burger, chips, or french fries, a drink, and still the feeling of starving afterwards. Oh, come on, I was too busy drinking me coffee to change it down to 5th gear. And clearing my throat. Yes, and my dinner's all ready to go, actually. Because I made it last night. You son of a...
Keep right. At the roundabout.
I got fined for that. I heard the bang of the beep and then the sound of the money, but I didn't see it.
Exit now.
I got fined for that, didn't I? Surely I'm on the right hand side of the road, so you give way to the people on your left. Oh, okay, maybe it was me. Of course, because I drive on the left hand side here and we give way to the right. Oh, there you go, Mike. Money lost. It's the damage it's done to me, blimmin' thing. That's what I'm worried about. I just fixed it. Didn't even hit the trailer. Come on, you either damaged the truck or you damaged the trailer. Not both. And since you hit the truck, you weren't anywhere near the trailer, technically. Rather the sides of a truck.
Second exit.
Tell you what, actually, when I went down to take this computer down to be looked at, on the way down, there were some tractors coming the other way. Now, I've played Farming Sim, as I've said, for a long time, but I've never really seen the tractor. I remember old tractors, and old tractors weren't that big.
Go straight on.
The ones that they got in the game and stuff I've never seen until one day I was walking somewhere and there was some New Holland T5s, which are the smallest type of tractor, parked on the side of the road. And I thought, wow, they're quite big. So sort of got a bit of a perspective on it, but I'll tell you what, I don't know what it was. It was definitely a New Holland. It could have been a T9, could have been a T8. I don't know what it was, but it was massive. It was huge. There was a truck behind it, and it made the truck look like a car, the size of a car. What did they say about my PC?
Go straight on.
They said it was software. And I reckon I was still adamant. Yeah, okay. It was either the motherboard or the CPU that was stuffed. So I've done all the power supply, to be honest.
This is where it ends.
So I did a little bit of investigating, my own bit of testing, and because when I got it back, because I got the hard drives installed in a brand new AIO, a way better brand, better quality one, and when I got back home, I installed Windows onto the one of the newest hard drives, and I was copying some files across from one hard drive to the other, and just shut the Windows down before I finished copying the files. Shut Windows Explorer down and the copy file dialog thingy bob telling me how long it's going to take. And stop it, stop sticking. And so I thought, well, that's not a good start. But then I hadn't fully updated all the Windows updates, because I like to put the drivers on first, then update. It just depends how old the Windows is, to be honest. Sometimes it's better to do it the other way around, because otherwise there's some things that won't be unlocked if you do it the other way around. But I keep my Windows up to date. I always use a media creation tool for when I know I'm going to load Windows and get the latest ones. Anyway, all was okay, and then I got a blue screen. And when I looked it up, it was what was supposed to be causing all my issues was the Asus software, Asus Suite 3 that controls the fans. Apparently that was causing the blue screen, which confused me, but that was the one that was causing all my issues. So I decided to uninstall that, and I also swapped my power supply out for my old one and ran that for 1 week. And to see if I'd get any errors, and then after the week was up, I was going to put my new one back in, which I did on Wednesday. I did a week without any issues at all. It all worked a lot better. And then I put my other power supply in to see if that was the issue causing thing, and so far all is good. So it looks like it was that, and Dux Orley, who also got the same motherboard and everything with me as I did, we pretty much got our upgrades at the same time. The only difference is he got a 9.9 and I got the i7. Same issues. He was having fan issues and that, and that's why he sort of disappeared for a while. Right, let's find a job. Let's see if we can't get a freight market one, so I can actually stop being limited to where I can go and how fast I can go. More to the point, how fast I can go. So yeah, it looks like that's the issue. And so far so good. So we're back in Romania. We've got 85 grand. Woohoo! We've got a lot more than 80 years. Not that that's going to last long. That'll be taken over tomorrow, isn't it? So we don't have a DHL or a transfecer in here. Which is fine, because option 2 is we can deliver to a DHL or a transfecer, and we can do it in any country because we're already in Romania, so we're all good. I'm just seeing if there's one for a transfer here, because we still haven't done one of those in a very, very long time. And it looks like our only choices, we've got 3 choices of DHL. Alright, here's choice number 1. Back to Turkey. Oh no, not Turkey. Where is this one? Yeah, it is in Turkey. For 28,000. That's option number 1. And option number 2 is to Great Britain, to Perth. Perth's in Australia, right? Western Australia. That's where Patriot is. And to be honest, that's not Great Britain, that's Scotland. Well, to be honest, that's Great Britain, isn't it? This is the United Kingdom. But that's a heck of a drive, and we ain't going to do that one because obviously we haven't got the time to do that today in the stream. So we can forget that one. And we've got another one here, which is back to Turkey, is it? So we only got the 2 options. We've got number 2 there for 31 grand, which is beverages, or this one here for 28,000 all the way into Turkey. I will sort of do that one because we can go across on the ferry. So put your choice in. If you're new to the stream and want to join in, tell me where to go. You just put a number. So this is number 2 if you want me to take that delivery, and this is number 1 if you want me to take that delivery. 30 seconds starting now. I'll take it this one, Mike. Give me a proper one, otherwise won't be considered. Yeah, 1. Cool. Which is normally what I do anyway, but I just don't mention it. I'll assume it would have been 1. Right, 1 it is. So we're going all the way to Turkey. We're off to Thanksgiving's land. If that works.
Let's do this.
Yes, let's do this because no doubt I'm going to go past the 5 o'clock. So let's get on. Where do I pick it up from? Release the handbrake. Mind you, how long did it take us to drive back here? Because it's pretty much the same way, isn't it? That took... it didn't take that long. Didn't take an hour. Obviously, those who are regulars here know that I don't end a stream in the middle of a delivery. I finish it.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
And if you're wondering why that is, it's because of the competition between the 2 games. We're trying to keep it even as we can. It's a controlled competition, obviously, with little guidelines and rules. And $14,000. Well, euros, actually. Thank you very much. Good job. My workers are actually having a point. They've gone from being pointless to having a point. Yeah, so we're keeping it even to get to the final goal, the finishing line, the first one there. And the thing is especially these days, well, the last few months, there's been regular updates to been thrown out by SES for ATS and ETS. And the thing is if I end up getting an update for one that sort of kills the contract and sends me back to my garage, then I've lost out on making money, and that gives the other one the advantage if that's in the middle of a delivery and doesn't get an update. So I finish them
Go
just in
straight.
case I get updates that'll send me back, cancel my contracts that I'm in the middle of and send me back to my garage. Which, like I said, recently has been quite a regular thing. I think they've, in the last 6 months, I think they've put more updates out than they have in the whole entire time ETS has been out. ETS and ATS combined. Well, it depends how, yeah. Mind you, it's a heck of a ferry trip, isn't it? That might be pretty good, because it comes down, we're getting what? This was the least amount of the two choices, so about 28 grand. That gives us 128.
Keep right, and then turn.
Of course, we need 180, and I forgot to check to see if that paint
right.
job has been unlocked. That skin's been unlocked yet. And hopefully that's around 29 grand. If it isn't, I'll just make it even because I really want it. And I'd like to have it before we end up getting another garage and moving to another truck. Actually, we'll get here, we'll pick it up and I'll have a quick look to see if it is, because then I might actually put it on the way down. So we need roughly about 180,000 or less. Well, actually 180,000 no matter what anyway, even if I do upgrade this, the other paint job.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Obviously I'll just pay the difference anyway, because if it is 29 grand and this paint job was 22, I'm only going to pay 7 grand. So I'll just take the 7 grand off, and then we need 173. Right, so just for people who don't know, I have a set budget of 150,000 euros or dollars depending on the game for the employees' trucks. Now my trucks, however,
Turn left.
depends on how many garages I own. At the moment I own 2 garages, so the budget for this truck was 200,000. The next truck, when I get after I get the next garage, will budget of 250, $250,000, and of course each garage goes up by 50,000. Obviously there's going to be a point where I'm going to have a bit higher budget than what I can spend, so it ain't going to matter then.
Keep right, and then turn right. Turn right.
Right, I'm turning. We just got more experience for driving. What I normally do, but I got it because I ain't taking anything. And it's freight in it, it's not water truck, so I got to come in here and select it.
It was a nice ride.
Well, it was a nice ride because I didn't crash into anything for once. Alright, so we're taking that. Instant coffee. Speaking of which, have I finished my coffee? No. I only made it an hour ago, didn't I? Right, we'll load this thing up. Where is it? Right there. And then I'll have a look to see if I've actually, what level I am, and if I've unlocked that paint job. And then I've got to find myself. Yeah, I know. Well, we'll be able to get there, obviously, when we get the next garage, we get another company we can contract for. You guys might end up picking the company that does the tanks. I hope not, because in ETS, the ones that normally receive the tanks or the army equipment, not the ones that you get it from, but the ones you deliver it to. Such a hard place to get into. Really difficult to get into. not only difficult to get into, difficult to be able to deliver it, park it up as well. It's a small archway. I think
Time to get the job.
it's a standard one in the game, standard asset, but normally you don't deliver the military stuff there because obviously it's the Jazzy Cat thing I've got. You don't have military stuff in the game unless they've added it. I've used Jazzy Cat for so long I don't know what are the standard cargoes anymore. But yeah, for some reason that one is the place that always accepts their military equipment. Right, let's have a quick look to see if I've unlocked that. Truck upgrades, that's it, isn't it? Okay, interesting. That was the one which I thought would be the... Why can't I... Oh, hang on, I just want to check. Let's upgrade this. Paint jobs. Why is it not here? It's for Renault. I'm pretty sure it's for Renault. And Scanion. And trailers. And I'm sure I've got it loaded. Absolutely sure I've got it loaded. What's this? Money heist. And I've used it on a trailer on my private game. But it's not here. Why isn't it here? I'm sure I've got it loaded. No. It's it. No. It would have the option, wouldn't it? For a mod one. It is a paint job. Confused a bit. See what? Make sure it is. Let's go to trailer purchase. Let's get curtain side, customize. Go with the paint job. It's not here either. There it is. It's for 10 grand. So it is loaded. But apparently I can't put it on the Renault, which I'm sure, unless it's the different model Renault, actually. Maybe it's a different model Renault. Well, that's a damn shame. All right, let's get back to the delivery. Well, at least I know it's loaded, so maybe it's just set for a different, like I said, different model of the